Welcome back to the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2023 Random Percent Tournament. We have a match between cfalcon and syscrusher in the 3-0 group. I am Elsoa, and I'm joined by a wolf.
Yeah. Looking forward to this matchup. 3-0, that's hard to achieve, really. So I'm looking forward to a fun, close race.
I am going to continue my love for Second Quest bias and say that I want to see all Second Quest again.
With a required item deep in Second Quest 8, please.
And 12 patches.
Oh, of course. Enter through bomb walls into blue land villas in your face. Yep, that sounds good to me.
But you also have to go through a one-way stair to get to it.
Oh, gosh. Those are fun.
That would be interesting, is to have... I don't think I've yet ever seen a seed where you're logically required to take a one-way stair.
Logically required? I don't know. I've seen one-way stairs. I've seen one-way walls, too, which is always fun.
Oh, yes. Our lovely levels 4 and 9 that have those.
Oh, yeah. I think they're going to be starting soon, so...
Given that these two are 3-0, I'm going to vote for no boomstick, and we get a Lost Tales start. Ish.
Also, nice 8-pack of bombs. It's always kind of nice just to get that early bombing in so you don't have to backtrack.
And an early level 2. Based on that start location, it could actually be literally anything.
I vote first quest, too.
And they start with the Triforces out of 2 and 3, no matter what quest we have, so that's nice.
Yeah. You got the ones that sometimes swap, so...
We have +/- 4 HP on the enemies and no hints.
Small secret's decent. 17 isn't bad. It's on the high end.
And especially if this is second quest money. Ooh, look at that meat price. Completely ignoring the near minimum roll of the blue ring, the meat price.
I mean, you know, gotta have meat. Level 6.
Now that start location automatically removes first quest, so it's either shapes or second.
I haven't seen too many shapes, so that would be interesting. I don't know. I'm thinking you might be getting your wish of second quest, though.
Yeah, I just pulled up a map of Second Quest 6, and based on that start location, it's very reasonable for it to be still either, honestly. We haven't seen enough of the level yet to determine.
Yeah.
But that is a valid start location. Second Quest enemies? Oh, we have a full Second Quest overworld.
Oh, well that means second quest money is in play. So, yeah.
Well, at least the 17 small secret is kind of nice now.
Yeah, because you'll be seeing a lot of those.
Hey, it's 6 compared to 4. There's just 10 door repairs.
Yeah.
And only 1 large secret. And that's not it.
We do have the old men that have blank information, so you're not going to be able to up out of any door repairs either.
No, but you also know you won't have to buy hints.
True. Gambling right near their start screen, so if worst case scenario they need to do some gambling, it's right there.
I actually like this play out of syscrusher to up A and get the money back as well as the bombs back.
Oh yeah.
I could see gamble strats being a reasonable option if we have a lot of key troubles early on, just because you won't be able to buy the keys. Syscrusher is not yet determined that it's full TQ.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of checking level 5 up there.
But we get a power bracelet as the Armos.
Vanilla item, but not location vanilla, so interesting.
I am not quite prepared to call it all vanilla items yet, just because one item is not a good sample size for that.
I am. I'll go ahead and say, yeah, it's probably just, you know.
I think I'm gonna want to see at least one dungeon item before consider. Usually, I like to see at least one dungeon item or all 3 overworld items before I consider vanilla items.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
If only because there is the non-zero probability, as low as it is, that the power bracelet just rolled to Armos regardless of its shuffled items.
The thing about that is, it's very low odds of that actually happening with the new way that it's set up. It's like 1 in 12 for Power Bracelet to be the Armos item.
Oh, I agree. And I'm not saying that it's... I'm not saying don't
Maybe
treat it as if it's vanilla items. I just want to see one more item. Also vanilla... Not vanilla wood sword.
But we have a wood sword, so yay.
No extra candles, and let's see what's on the coast. Okay, now it's probably vanilla items.
Yeah. It's something I would seriously... I mean, the game can surprise you, but...
Well, if I'm thinking I have second quest dungeons, I'm probably looking for a sword and then making my way immediately to 2 to get that recorder. And let that tell me if it's vanilla or not.
Yeah.
Yes, they already have the Triforce out of it, but recorder blocks 11 locations. Hey, look, it's level 9. Hey, look, that's a spot you can start in literally all forms of level 9. Hey, look, a heart container. Syscrusher. Retry away the power bracelet.
That's a little annoying.
A little annoying, but honestly, until you see that the any roads are shuffled, you probably just get it whenever it's convenient because it blocks 3 locations.
Yeah, there's never dungeons there. Totally.
Now.
Yeah.
The power bracelet is never a useful item.
Nope. Especially not when it's buried deep in 8 or anything.
It appears that we don't have shuffled drop groups on, so our normal bomb droppers will be bomb droppers.
Well, that's always nice, not having to deal with that.
Sword was at the river, and let's see if we can get some over-under on candles in the rare shop of the book.
Oh no, that's... Well, if syscrusher gets the power bracelet and the any roads are vanilla, you can get back down there. Oh, another retry. Interesting.
The coast item was the heart, so we're kind of thinking it's going to be vanilla items. Ooh, that was a sword at the side, or I guess the kidney.
Oh man.
That's... Normally the Armos doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I wonder if he held down a button or didn't hold down a button or something.
I thought I saw briefly the Armos walk back up.
Yeah. I'm thinking syscrusher thought that was the power bracelet screen, so didn't like fully commit to walking down into a stair and thought it was the power bracelet and just was trying to pick up the item.
Oh, hey, look at this. Not vanilla any roads.
Oh. Interesting.
Power bracelet still never required. Syscrusher is going to find out here that it's full 2Q, and welcome to plus minus 4 HP enemies, folks.
Oh gosh. Finding like a weapon upgrade would be so nice.
There are some plus minus 4 HP seeds that I call white sword is wood sword seeds, and wood sword's like a melee boomerang.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get really lucky and it's just like, oh, everything dies to boomerang anyway. Find our first of 2 transports in level 6. Syscrusher is going to try to get into the waterfall. Does so. Hi, Spiky. Bye, Spiky. And lose some money.
Yeah, that's a rough screen. Possible stair.
Well, you did get your blue landmail list.
Yay!
The question is, will cfalcon go back there? I think they will.
Oh gosh.
That's
terrible. Unfortunate.
I would be very happy to see a red candle in either of these runners' position.
Oh, definitely.
But if that is in 7... Well, if that is in 7, then they'll get a ladder here in 6, which isn't bad either.
Ladder are generally pretty cool.
Get that heart container on the coast. You can check the 2 ladder spots. That was a surprising hit. We might have 0 HP bosses.
Possible.
That's probably second quest 6.
I'm already fully committed that it's second quest 6.
There's an Aquamentos. Don't mix it with Coke. That confirms 0 HP.
Yeah. Well, at least they have that going for them.
Yeah. The only downside is the Digdogger children and the Patrites are considered... Well, that's a terrible stair. I mean, look at these stairs. Oh, there's Wizrobes.
Yay, Wizrobes. Okay.
Level 1's power bracelet blocked.
Nice.
Power bracelet still never required.
Yeah, never acquired except for this Triforce, but that doesn't count.
Well, there's the heart container on the floor.
Well, kind of on the floor. It's in a guy.
Yeah, the guy's on the floor, so it doesn't count.
Ooh. That's a bit concerning.
That's a wonderful room for the Triforce in 6. And it's ladder blocked, which might not be an issue, except the ladder's probably behind those blue Wizrobes.
Could be.
We found our
candle.
candle
Got some rooms. Hey, candle.
Nice. And, oh, we're going to get our ladder here.
I like that you've committed to the item search. Just...
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, if I'm cfalcon, I'm absolutely committing to vanilla items, and I'm probably heavily considering going to 2.
Yeah, they know where it is, and that would be very convenient.
Plus, if it's recorded at Unbeaten Dungeons, that gives them pretty much all the knowledge they need to beat the seed, with the exception of where the white sword is. But honestly, both of these guys are strong enough runners that they'll do this seed with wood sword, even though it is ±4.
Oh, wow. Barely got through that.
And cfalcon will be our first runner with an additional Triforce piece with the one out of level 6.
Plus the ladder, which is nice.
Syscrusher has found bombs. They are 5 rupees a piece. Or 5 rupees a pack, rather. It's actually a lot better.
Yeah, not bad at all. And it looks like cfalcon is heading for that, too.
For anyone that is joining us at this 12-minute mark, the main difference between the 2 runners so far has been cfalcon found a sword earlier than syscrusher did. And so far, syscrusher has not been able to find a ton underneath this candle. Although syscrusher does know the location of level 1, and cfalcon's out of bombs.
Well, that's a sword, just not one syscrusher can pick up.
But it does technically mean syscrusher found a sword in under 15 minutes. That's what I always say when the game gives me the location of the magical sword first. It's like, I can't be mad because I only asked for a sword. I didn't ask to be able to pick it up.
That's fair. Gotta be real careful when you make your wishes.
You might get exactly what you asked for. I always liked that joke about the genie, where the genie will grant your every wish, but you have to be extremely specific, or else it will do it in the most trolling way possible.
Is there any other way?
No, I don't think so. We do find any roads. One's at Vanilla 7, one's at the spot that's normally 3. I say Vanilla 7, Vanilla TQ7. One on Death Mountain. And, okay, wow. That's interesting. 3 Vanilla 2Q or 3 Vanilla Dungeon spots are any roads now. Oh my goodness, this too. You have to go down and take a transport to get into the level.
Nice.
Fight some gorillas in the process.
And they are healthy.
That looks like a max HP that they can have. So, if you're the runners and you get recorded to unbeaten dungeons, do you still take the time to go dig for the white sword just because it'll speed the combat up enough, or do you dig the wand out of 8 and hope you don't need to meet?
I mean, I'd be going into 9 with wood sword myself, but
yeah. I mean, I honestly probably would do the same thing, but I would not turn down a white sword or a wand if it came across my path.
Oh, no, of course not, but knowing where level 9 is, I mean, if this is recorded unbeaten, then you're pretty golden.
I would, however, go ahead and buy a meat. Just because of the fact that Second Quest 3 has a generally very high potential to be meat blocked. Although I guess in this seed it doesn't matter because there's nothing in 3 that you want.
Yeah, they have the Triforce, so I'd probably save money in case arrows end up being required for... Oh, that's funny.
That's the room that's normally in 4.
Lucky for Seafalcon. We don't need it. Although Seafalcon could actually pick it up if health was wanted.
Or ability to get sword back. But we haven't seen any red bubbles 2 yet. And Seafalcon's going to spend a bunch of bombs to get these guys down a little bit quicker.
Well, spent all the bombs, but...
At least it's not actual max HP.
Yeah.
There's the recorder.
Okay.
I would honestly be tempted to pick this Triforce up just for the health refill. But also, at 2.5 hearts, you just up A and leave.
I'd be saving out already.
Unless Seafalcon is thinking, I want the heart for a potential magical sword. Gonna grab the Tringle. We're basically confirmed vanilla items. The syscrusher does now have a sword and 5 hearts.
Nice. Alright, what do we got?
Oh my.
Okay. Well.
So, and level 5 to boot.
So, Jet Seed, huh?
The only thing that can stop Seafalcon at this point is needing to buy arrows or a candle.
Yeah.
So syscrusher needs to get to 2 ASAP. Oh, hello.
Oh, hey.
Well, that might help.
That'll speed Syscrusher up a little.
And the recorder tune is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah, no sword, so...
Also, there is one potential other stopper for Seafalcon.
What's that?
Well, there's an item you can pick up sometimes on the floor called a key.
Those are never required for anything. Just have a keyless seed. That can happen, right?
Yeah. So, Syscrusher is gonna go to 2 first. We'll likely get the recorder out of here, and then as soon as he sees it's recorded unbeaten, Syscrusher will potentially have to go back to 6 to get the ladder. It is required for 6's Triforce, but he could also delay that for a little while if the rest of these levels are not ladder blocked.
If it's recorder to unbeaten, I probably prioritize the place with the ladder, just because I really don't like having to backtrack to deal with ladder blocks.
And level 6 is also kind of like next door. So it's not like it's far to get to.
Yeah.
But that's assuming syscrusher is thinking vanilla items, which I expect he will be as soon as he sees recorders here in level 2. Unfortunately, going the opposite direction of where it is, but you won't know that until you do the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Compass in 5, putting it kind of somewhere in the middle of the Z.
That might be past a key door.
At least the red keys die quickly, so we have that going for us.
No 4 HP red keys.
I once tried to play with a flag set that had max HP everything, and the 15 HP red keys were the worst part of it.
I really dislike max HP gels myself. In Blackout, too.
Oh, this was like max HP swordless, blackout, Oko chain secret spots.
Yeah, that sounds like my kind of seed.
Yeah, I even called it a Thorolf style flag set, and then I stopped 2 hours in when I had literally nothing but a blue ring for some reason, and had a permanent money grind spot.
Gotta love the ring and the seed where it's Oko.
Alright, cfalcon.
Rude.
Yeah. Now you might be able to walk through the wall to the left. This will be the heart container for cfalcon if he elects to grab it. I honestly probably might, just so that I get that hit again, just so that I have 5 hearts to survive a Ganon hug.
Yeah. You do want some health just in case. That's a key.
That's not a heart container. But the key is useful, and this will probably be the bow.
Having a half heart here is not great. Yeah.
That's why.
Just barely. I wonder if he could have blown the recorder and gotten past that way.
Maybe? I think it... If he just got clipped by the Dig Dogger's edge, then he might have been able to do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the hitbox after that.
I would actually wait the half a second and let the Dig Dogger start moving, because it's not going to be moving fast enough to really...
Yeah, not at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, bubbles suck so much.
Instructions unclear, replaced all enemies with bubbles.
I mean, that's fine, you never have to kill anything, so it's not like they're hindering your progress.
But you also never get any bomb drops, so...
That's fine, there's going to be some bombs on the floor in some of these rooms.
We just put all the bombs behind bomb walls.
Alright, syscrusher has the recorder, basically a level 6 behind. But has the white sword.
Go pick up for cfalcon. Syscrusher's immediately checking to see where this takes him. Now, the reason it's taking him to 5 first is the second quest dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so syscrusher sees 5. It looks like he is going to elect to dig 5. I don't think this is actually a bad play in and of itself, and the reason being is that 5 is generally pretty unlikely to be ladder blocked.
It's small enough where if it is, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get red bubbled.
And syscrusher might also not be entirely convinced yet that it's vanilla items. Because I believe he's seen the coast item. Actually, no. If he's seen the coast item and all 3 overworld items are vanilla plus the recorder, I think that would be enough. He might want the bow, thinking that the ladder's bow blocked, which is actually pretty valid.
Yeah. That is a thing that happens. Oh, goodness.
Level 5 has decided to be mean today.
Yeah, there's some rough rooms in here.
I would honestly consider coming back to 5 a little bit later with some extra health. Oh, this is a spot. What level is this? It's going to be 4.
Yeah, I mean, 4 is big and not really a priority unless you really want to have a book for some reason. I don't know why you would in this seed.
The one counterpoint to that is the raft.
Yeah, but you can just record her.
You can just record her, but if you're Sea Falcon, you don't know where that white sword is, and you might want to have all of your options available to look for the white sword. Just in case you think the white sword would help with the combat enough to be worth actually going and looking for it. In syscrusher's case, there's nothing in 4 that he'll want. It would be a more valid argument if they hadn't found 9 yet.
Yeah.
Syscrusher's not quite yet aware that it's full 2Q dungeons. So he might be thinking shapes at the moment, which is honestly not a terrible thing to think about right now. But when this wall doesn't open, that's probably going to tip him off, assuming the map's not in this room. Yeah, he pushed that wall. He's going to try to bomb it. And we'll up A away from where the bow is. Actually, he might be able to get around there from this side.
Yeah, there's stairs somehow that gets down there.
Oh yeah, you can just walk through the door here. He's going to go pick this key up. I like this decision.
Yeah. Your key count is low enough that free key, just have to walk to it. Yeah. Just grab it.
And once he realizes that it's 2Q dungeons, knowing that keys are going to be in short supply is very helpful. Also, that dark room should tip him off. Key door.
That bomb pack is just sitting there being like, hey, you know you want me. You just have to deal with this nonsense.
Well, at least he does have a candle, so he could damage boost it. That's a room I don't want to clear, ever. On Sea Falcon side.
Nice. Pause our way to victory.
The ability to switch between select, swap, and pause is very, very nice in Sieves with Red Bubbles.
Yeah, that was a very great addition to the rando.
We should see it in action again here. Syscrusher. Honestly, both players have been doing a really good job of trying to avoid these red bubbles.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them too.
And Sea Falcon does get the bomb off of the Dodongo in this NSG room. Not the easiest thing in the world by any stretch, given the Dodongo behavior. Syscrusher has not yet figured out that he's got to go back through the stair, back to the Dodongo room to get to the bow. That might be a dead end for Sea Falcon in the hole of the D. So running on original hardware is not required. But there is I believe a list of approved emulators that have the correct amount of lag that running on the original hardware would also generate. I don't know for certain what the list is for NES, but I know that for SNES, there are some emulators that actively reduce the amount of lag you would normally get.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've looked at the list.
Yeah, after I grabbed an emulator that was approved, I just stopped looking. Oh, that's fun.
That's unpleasant.
But it is 0 HP.
That's true. So even with the 4 heads, it shouldn't be too bad.
And as long as you can run yourself into the heads instead of take a fireball hit, you should be okay. And using the pause strats to make sure you don't take an accidental hit is really good here. Nice Gleok fight.
Yeah. Very nice.
Syscrusher will pick up the Triforce. I expect that he'll go back in to get this bow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's recorded unbeaten, and you just beat it, so you can't come back easily unless you go in now.
Now, I could see leaving to go buy some bombs that are in the graveyard to the north and then come back. That'd be fine.
Yeah, they're cheap, if need be.
That's honestly one of the best parts about the seed so far is the bombs are cheap. But there's only been one store that we've seen so far, so it could be the rare shop. We have seen level 9. It was at the open desert cave.
Yep. I don't think we'll see much overworld clearing aside from unless arrows end up needing to get bought. That's basically the only thing that could, I think, force it. In theory, a meat block could happen, but probably
They have
not.
a meat shop close to start.
Yeah, and it's cheap, so.
Falcon now going to go into level 1. Just a Triforce for him here. No need for the boomerang.
No need for a boomerang? What? You gotta get the boomerang.
I mean, to be fair, I'd rather get this boomerang than the magical boomerang because that requires going into a 3 that I already have the Triforce out of.
Yeah.
Now, I'm of the opinion... so you know the whole debate over which boomerang is the correct boomerang?
The first one?
Yeah, the first one is always the correct one.
Unless you have better and stuff, and you just don't want to waste your time picking up a boomerang. Boomerang's really good early, I would say.
Just get Y boomerang. Problem solved. This is Syscrusher blowing it twice, heading to 6.
Going for that ladder.
Yeah, this play makes a lot of sense. Now, Falcon did not pick up the Triforce out of level 5, so he'll have to go back.
Which is just a recorder away, so not too bad.
There's a question in chat. If the blue one is on the floor about half a second out of your way to get, would you go get it?
I mean, I've gone downstairs to pick up unrequired rafts, so...
I've picked up hearts when I have red ring and white sword and 12 hearts already, so...
Yeah. It's gonna have to be like, you have to walk around a spiral stair to pick it up. That's the worst.
Walk around a spiral stair and then immediately go into the stair, walk all the way to the boomerang, burn it, and then leave. So, Syscrusher's checking the land molas for item. Really good candle fire there, actually.
Your reward is nothing.
Your reward is the satisfaction you killed land molas.
Yeah, that's fair.
And anytime you can kill land molas is a good time.
Triforce and Triforce room? Alright.
If you go in the direction of the arrow... That's actually your only hint for the vanilla raft. Being in level 4 past the Triforce is just that.
Pretty rude game, I would say.
So I think that's level 8. at that burn spot, and level 7 will be here in the desert.
So cfalcon needs a candle.
Yep. And I don't think cfalcon's seen a shop. Oh, hello.
Secret in the arrow.
If you go in the direction of the arrow... because you have to go past the Triforce in Vanilla 4 to get to the raft. And the Triforce points up in an arrow direction. Oh my goodness. Like, we have the Goku of ropes today.
I mean, it is second quest ropes, so they're a little special.
Also, this feels like a second quest 8. Even though we had no confirmation of first versus second quest 8, this feels like it's going to be a second quest 8.
Alright, ladder for syscrusher.
And magical key for cfalcon.
Nice.
This 8 is illegal. You never find the magical key that early in a second quest 8.
Yeah, that's too convenient.
It's supposed to be behind the meat block.
Way too nice.
We still have a chance for meat block Triforce. Hi, Goma. How are you today?
Oh, syscrusher needs bombs.
Yeah. And a sword.
Well, just need to bomb the wall, really, to get up there.
Triforce. No, this... I want to mulligan on this 8. Not enough patches. You know what? Fine. I'll accept that 8 if we get an 11 patch or level 7 where 10 of them are required. Although I don't think we have extra bosses.
Doesn't seem that way.
The book might be an atlas, but that's about it. Wand is the other item in 8, and cfalcon's not going to go for that. It's way too much time and effort. We'll see if syscrusher is as lucky, although syscrusher has to take out a manhandle, and I don't believe they don't have any bombs. Also, it depends on how long you're willing to spend in the stair hell that is level 8.
Yeah, cfalcon doing overworld looking for a candle store.
I believe that's level 7 that's candle block too, so you can't even get the red candle.
Yeah. It's rather rude.
I believe the only candle store we saw was on South Coast?
Could be right.
Actually, this manhandle is not bad for syscrusher to kill as long as he has health, because you can just kill it with one hit from each head. So far, so good. That guarantees cfalcon will be able to buy the candle, and hey, look! It's an any key for syscrusher.
Nice.
So, who would have thought that the candle would end up being a key item that one runner has?
Everything changed when you actually bought a candle.
I guess that's the equivalent of the Fire Nation attack. 7 is under a burn bush near the forest. It's technically considered by a lake, but it's right by those forest spots. syscrusher does not care about this key.
Nah, Bleout can guard it forever.
syscrusher does care about these gels.
And the Triforce in this room, probably.
Yeah, I think he's gonna leave. He's got one. He doesn't have a white sword. Oh, there's a candle shot in the grave.
All right.
And that
We've
did give...
equalized.
Now, syscrusher still doesn't have any bombs.
That is kind of an issue.
But syscrusher will be able to go ahead and do 7, so I expect he'll try to get some bombs while he's doing this. He does know where a bomb shop is, but with having gotten the Triforce out of 5, it's very much out of the way to get to now.
And the good thing about 7 is that typically there's no bomb walls in there.
Yeah. And we get a start in the vertical portion of the spine, as I call it. Now, syscrusher is not going to need the red candle out of here. look, another bomb shop in the same spot.
Nice.
So it's interesting that cfalcon's still looking in caves. Wonder if he's thinking about an arrow purchase.
Might be looking for a little white sword. And there's the P-hat. Just waiting.
That's objectively one of the worst feelings in the world when you spawn in and you realize you're going to die and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. It's like, thanks, game.
So the thing syscrusher does have to be careful about in the 7 is the 2 mugger rooms.
Yeah, that would not be great.
Hi, Heart Container. How are you today?
In this little bottom left segment.
Yes, the tail of 7. There's not enough patches in the 7.
Bombs. Huzzah.
So Syscrusher's... I would imagine Syscrusher's... That's like the happiest thing that he could find is bombs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even more than the Triforce, just because the bombs let him go back to level 6, get that done. Go to 4 and get that done. Honestly, I think Syscrusher is going to do 4 last, just for the quick access to 9. And I expect cfalcon will do the same.
Has Syscrusher seen 4 yet, though?
He's got recorded unbeaten. He doesn't need to see it.
Yeah.
But also... He's probably seen it in so much as he's just looked where all the dungeons are to kind of strategize, okay, what order do I want to do these in? And doing 4 last makes the most sense.
Yeah, saving the one that's right next to 9 last. That does make sense.
The only other thing I could see digging caves for now would actually be a heart cave to get a potion.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that when I saw red bubbles. I'm like, that could be annoying.
Especially if it's a red bubble vertical shoot. Or not vertical, horizontal shoot room right before Ganon.
Yeah.
Honestly,
or something that... Go ahead.
Honestly, in level 7, if I see it, I would go ahead and pick up the red candle just to damage boost.
Mm-hmm. I probably would go ahead and pick it up. Just for the candle boosting past red bubbles.
Although it... Oh!
Oof.
That's not an easy choice.
No, not at all. Because you're not going to have a ring. Unless you get one in 9. Alright, we know the way.
Yep. I would pop in this stair just to see if it's a red candle. No Doma block.
These jerks.
Honestly, I think of the 2, the bomb was the correct option there. Just because you can force more bombs, you can't force more heart containers.
Yeah, the heart container count currently is a little bit low. And are you really going to need bombs in the seed?
No, 9 will be all walkthrough walls.
Yeah.
We do have +4 on the blue gorillas. I would honestly save this room state right now. Like, I know those 2 gorillas are probably close to death, but I would honestly just save the room state so that you don't get sniped like that.
Yeah, saw it happening. Ugh, that's rough.
And the wall masters take more than 1 bomb to kill.
Oh, why wouldn't they?
You know, honestly, for these 2, this is an appropriate seed.
Well, the seed had to be difficult somehow, so it might as well make some of these enemies really annoying. Because item-wise, dungeons, finding, that's all free.
And this actually does make it kind of interesting when you think about, okay, how do I actually want to approach bomb forcing in this seed?
Mm-hmm.
Because Syscrusher is once again out of bombs. And Syscrusher needs some bombs in order to be able to
Yeah,
continue on level 6.
6 needs 1.
Level 1 might also need 1.
I think you're probably right there.
You might have to bite the bullet and just go to the bomb shop.
I mean, on the plus side, it's, you know the enemies that drop them, you just have to get lucky.
Yeah, but this is Z1R. Since when is luck a thing?
Your reward for clearing the Wall Masters, well, still to be determined because there's more. Man, this room sucks.
Yeah, you got the shooters, you got the bubbles. You only have a blue candle. cfalcon going to use his last bomb and doesn't even get anything for it.
Yeah. Yeah. The satisfaction of a job well done.
But that doesn't progress the scene.
No, it does not.
Syscrusher's headed towards the Triforce, I think. Syscrusher might just resolve to buy a bomb pack.
Good on health, though. And with White Sword, shouldn't be too much issue to take out all these jerks.
So, he's going to try to do this stand in the door thing.
6 hearts, White Sword. I just go. Because this is pretty slow.
So we're being
and they're
asked
jerks.
We're being asked a mechanics question. If you kill 5 out of 6 Wall Masters and the 6 takes you back to start, are there 6 Wall Masters in the room when you get back, or are there only 1?
I have a guess that it would just be the 1.
I want to say it's only the 1, but the question is, how does it treat taking you back to start as the equivalent of up-ang or not? Because if it does, then there would be 6. Also, cfalcon paid a heart.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid too.
cfalcon. So we're seeing where Syscrusher values the hearts more than the bombs, and cfalcon the opposite, both of which are equally valid approaches, and Syscrusher will get the Triforce here.
I think cfalcon, without the White Sword to boost damage a little, might value the bombs a little bit more, just because that's extra damage.
And cfalcon's also out of bombs right now.
Yeah, and has no sword, which is not great.
Syscrusher back to level 1.
But without bombs.
But it wasn't entirely confirmed if we needed bombs here. Again, I seem to recall we needed them, but I don't know for certain.
I don't remember if that Dig Docker was a passage stair. Yeah, there's Gibdos here. You can just kill them.
Yeah. Gibdos generally are more friendly than like every other enemy when it comes to dropping bombs. Although the one with the heart inside of it won't drop anything.
Right. Or, they'll just drop nothing.
Welcome to Zelda 1. You need a bomb? Wait 30 minutes for a drop.
On the plus side, level 1 is in the grave, and we know bomb stores are in the grave, so...
Yeah, I expect Syscrusher will go buy some bombs if he doesn't come out of here with any.
Yeah.
Or there's one right there.
Yeah, that works too.
I believe after you reset that room, all of the Gibdos should be eligible to drop items.
I'm gonna disagree, because I think it still knows that there's like a drop. There was a drop in the room, and one of them is flagged as the carrier. But I'm not sure. It just seems like something I might have remembered reading once.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that I know the things I know about the logic I know really well, and the things I don't know about the logic I'm very finicky about. cfalcon's looking for more caves, presumably looking for that White Sword to get that damage boost.
Yeah. I mean, White Sword is serving Syscrusher well.
Yeah, it's actually propelled Syscrusher, I think, into a lead now.
Mm-hmm.
combined with cfalcon not having any bombs, having to leave level 7 again. Now,
Probably looking for a potion, take any.
Now, if you're in the area of level 8, at what point do you consider picking up a wand? And
second voice state, never.
Yep, I think he's more likely to go get a red candle out of 7.
Unless this is swordless, I'm not taking a wand out of 8.
I mean, there's also a bomb upgrade in there if you just want to grind up to 100 rupees.
Oh, sure. Just
At least
go
100
farm
rupees.
guineas. Oh, see Falcon going for the heart and not the potion. What's that little extra health? Interesting.
Probably the fact that on 4 hearts you can't survive a pile driver from Ganon. Right?
Yeah.
You can with 5. But it's
You always
interesting.
just hope Ganon has 0 HP.
Syscrusher... Gonna go ahead and do 4. Did Syscrusher ever pick up the Triforce out of 6?
No, has not made the return there to bomb that one wall.
Okay. This will slow Syscrusher down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a difference maker. cfalcon will find the white sword here.
Five enough.
Syscrusher would like to get this and go to 9. Syscrusher, if Syscrusher mismarked not having the Triforce out of 6, you might enter 9 and be very confused when he sees the old man give a hint.
So at this point, I'm not sure what Sea Falcon is looking for.
Honestly, probably potions and maybe arrows. Because if you can check one cave and get a potion, it's probably worth it. Back to 7.
Yep.
Oh, even the Dig Doggers rolled high.
Why not?
So, the only thing that we can confirm that hasn't rolled high in the seed, this Mugger Room is not going to ever get paid.
No.
The only thing we can confirm that hasn't rolled high in the seed are all the keys.
Bosses.
Yeah, okay. But they're separate flags, so they kind of half count. And there's the Triforce and 4 for Syscrusher. He's out of there.
Yep. And knows where the Triforce and 6 is, just needs to get there and survive.
Surviving's the hard part. Although actually that's not a terrible play, though, is to get the Triforce out of 4, use that health to get your way into 6.
Yeah, knowing there's that blue wizard room you're going to have to get through.
And not just get through, but place a bomb and survive long enough for the bomb to go off. This,
Mhm.
actually, I think this makes a lot of sense. And then the keys say no. You don't get to have strategy. You just take damage. Although Syscrusher is up to a 7th heart, so that will give him a little bit more survivability. Generally speaking, unless you're going for a magical sword play, you want to be on an odd number of hearts, because that will get you over a 2 heart damage threshold. Ergo, heart 10 gets you a little bit of extra health, but significantly more extra health. If you don't have a ring. If you have a ring, then you just pick up the hearts, or you don't pick up the hearts if you're fine running on however many hearts you have.
The Side-Town strategy.
Yeah. Although, honestly, 6 hearts red ring a lot of times is enough to survive most things in a seed. Especially if you have a potion. It's honestly just a matter of your comfort level. Like, that's the big thing.
Alright, level 9. Looking for silvers. Then we gotta beat a guy. Rescue a girl.
the immediate lack of a door to the left is interesting to me. It doesn't necessarily mean it's Zelda, but it's always something you keep in mind is when there's a room beside the entrance that you can't get into immediately.
Yeah, cfalcon's having a rough 7. Let's walk through the Triforce room, but without the compass. And that is an unpleasant room to clear.
And the other thing is cfalcon, it even took cfalcon longer to get into 7 because of that whole candle fiasco.
Yeah.
cfalcon's seen the entirety of this 7. I like the slider clip.
Yeah, very nice.
But yeah, I can definitely understand cfalcon's hesitation to want to clear that Blue Gorilla room, especially with no ring. I like doing the door guard here for this wizard room.
Oof. That's a tough room.
Yeah.
That's when you kind of wish for a boomerang, but...
Either a boomerang or just that one extra heart. Now, we don't know what the blue wizards rolled to yet. We know they're going to be at least 8. I'm actually trying to keep track of how many times this crusher has hit each. Okay, they're at least 9.
And we'll have to find out later. Synchronized deaths. All right.
I believe neither runner has a potion. Syscrusher is going to elect to go a different way, see if he can find a room that's easier to clear. This room's not much better, but it is somewhat better because there's more mobility.
Yeah, I like fighting these from below, generally.
A lot of times it is safer.
Yeah, fighting from a side door, you always get the blue wizards that are facing you, shooting you. Sometimes it works, but...
I've already confirmed that it's at least 9, but I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping track of how many times this crusher's hit them. It may be 9 or 10, it may be 11 or 12. It looks like it's not going to be 13 to 14, which will keep it out of the 3-bomb range.
Yeah, they didn't roll down, at least.
cfalcon's going to go back to 5 and get this Triforce.
Gotta do it.
Yep. And Syscrusher's going to save the room state.
Do need your sword.
Looked like 7 white sword hits. Which means it's going to be 4 bombs. That's not what you want to see out of a blue wizard.
No. Not when you're looking for silvers in a 9.
Border though. So far, the only there have been no patches in the seed yet.
Huh.
Did we manage to roll the rare patcherless seed? As cfalcon does get the Triforce out of 5, just needs to get the 1 out of 4, and they are on their way to 9.
Maybe the Paptors all moved into 3, and... I don't know.
They're all in 8. Because we saw... we saw Manhandle in 8, so they can't be in 8. Yeah.
Bomb purchase.
They would have to have gone to 3. No bloomerang has been seen. That's a red ring for Syscrusher.
That should help.
Yeah. It's not silvers, but you're not going to say no to it unless you're... The only time I've seen somebody say no to it is when they're like just on the way to Zelda and they're checking a stair to see if there's a shortcut.
Yeah, it's definitely a rare case when you'd want to not pick it up.
And Sea Falcon's still looking for the Triforce in 7 now with the Triforce in 5 in tow. But just still not a whole lot to work with. But this room should be significantly easier for syscrusher now.
Yeah, cfalcon having bad luck trying to find the Triforce. Got a last location, it in the compass, it looks like.
I believe we saw one Goma in this 7. Oh, we have remove most open stairs on.
Yay!
Surprise!
Surprise!
That might have explained a couple of drops, but also Second Quest really likes to put stairs in standing drop rooms anyway, so we didn't notice.
Yeah. I mean, there was a decided lack of diamond stairs, I think.
I just like the fact that the first quest establishes a set of rules for the game, and then second quest breaks all but one of them. The only rule that is not broken is that there are still no push block stairs in shutter door rooms.
At least we got that.
Another potential stair room for syscrusher. Another dig dogger for Sea Falcon.
Yep. Bombing away.
Sea Falcon is going to try to clear this instead of do a room state reset.
Sometimes you just want to kill Dig Dogger.
That's fair. Transport for syscrusher here in 9 o'clock for Sea Falcon.
We're in the right ear. Hello, blue land molas, right as you pop out of a stair.
So we have the FU beam, we have the FU danger noodle. We need the FU boomerang from the gorillas. That could be a Zelda. It can't be a Zelda.
I mean, if it's a Zelda, we got a problem.
Yeah. Syscrusher takes a hit from the red bubble. Not even going to check if it is a Zelda, assuming the seed is not broken.
I mean, oh, okay. Heard Ganon.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone a second.
What?
Was that the one-way door that goes to Ganon?
You like that solid wall behind him?
This is the best Second Quest 9 I've ever seen. Like, I've seen a lot of silliness with Second Quest. I've even seen in older versions of the Rando Zelda block silvers, but that takes the cake. You go to Ganon, and then you're just not allowed to leave. He doesn't even need the door. Yes, Second Quest 9 and Second Quest 4 both have a door that leads straight into a solid wall.
Yeah. Second Quest, it's special.
Now that's...
Sea Falcon is in the room.
But doesn't have a whole lot of health. Gets 3 of them down. Does not take a hit from the boomerang, surprisingly, because those things seem to hit you no matter what. Gets another heart. That should be enough for Sea Falcon to go ahead and clear this out. There it is. Hey!
Yeah, Patra.
Hooray! We found Patra!
Patra's in 9.
With Dig Dogger! And then Patra gets to live!
Blue bubble, come back.
Sea Falcon's gonna go to 4 here.
Yep, and then into 9. But syscrusher has quite the lead on 9 exploration at this point. Plus, Sea Falcon is heading away from the Triforce at the moment. Ooh, that's a room.
Okay, this is a decision that has been made. It's not one that I can necessarily disagree with, because the game would absolutely put the Triforce in this room.
Plus, Sea Falcon already kind of did some exploration up top, so it's like, yeah, maybe this is the way I should be going. And while you have beams, why not?
And it seems like actually rolled down.
Does seem that way. They seem to die much quicker than you would think.
The one silver lining of the seed as silver's found for syscrusher.
All right.
And the compass confirms that on the other end of those blue wizards that syscrusher saw is Zelda, so he won't have to clear that room.
It has all the information. Has half a heart, though. That's not ideal.
You can make it happen. The wizard might also just give you a health boost anyway.
Souls sure won't.
Nope.
Since they don't die.
Now, we could have a 0 HP Ganon.
Yeah. Could be.
Oh, the bomb upgrade is 107.
Well, we're gonna have to find out later.
Ganon has given syscrusher some health. And
Just
exercise.
a little hug. Just a little hug.
But syscrusher has paths to everything, so it's going to take a Herculean... See, Falcon's got to turn on the afterburners real quick and real fast to be able to catch up here. Oh, hey, Fires die.
Yeah, there needs to be like red bubble shenanigans and stuff. And Ganon needs to have health, of course.
Yeah. But technically not impossible, just very unlikely.
Yeah. You never know. But yeah, it's an uphill battle for sure.
They tell me stranger things have happened at the Circle K. That compass will definitely help.
All right. Walk through into Ganon from below.
Not a terrible thing. Ganon has health.
Not cooperating.
Yeah,
Likes the left.
And as soon as syscrusher goes to the left, he's going to spawn on the right.
Oh.
Ooh, maybe not. There we go.
Right in the middle of the room. Nice.
There was not 2 walkthroughs to Ganon. The door on the right is actually just a one-way door.
Open, that becomes solid, yeah.
And Red Ring ending up being a good factor. There's a raft.
Shoutouts to the raft.
The hot dogs shall remain in the cellar. There's the door opening.
Oh.
You can just tank your way through it.
Yeah, just body your way through all those guys.
Please get your GGs in chat for syscrusher, finishing with an official time of 1:06:46.
GG's.
And we are joined by syscrusher. GGs and congratulations.
Thanks. It was rough. Well, with the recorder, it wasn't too bad, but...
Yeah, the game said go do the dungeons.
Yeah. And I started out so poorly, too. I was like, why did I up and 8 out of my... Or I retried out of my power bracelet. I kept going the wrong way, kept checking the wrong things, but then I was hoping that recorder would be really valuable this seed, and it was. So I went to 2, even though I had the Triforce, hoping that the recorder was in its vanilla dungeon, second quest 2, and it paid off.
So we have to talk a little bit about the enemy HP and how everything under the sun, except for the blue dark nuts, rolled like +6.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was so happy to see that white sword. I hope cfalcon got it at least in a decent time, because that would have been insane without that.
cfalcon did get it, but he got it significantly later than you had gotten it. He did get the ladder. He was the first runner to get the ladder and the bow out, but honestly, the white sword ended up being a huge factor in the scene.
Yeah. No perma beams either.
Both of you
Ran out of
guys.
bombs in 6 too to not get that Triforce. I knew that had to either walk through or bomb, so that was sad, but it's okay.
Sea Falcon's just gotten their Triforce out of level 4 and is heading to level 9.
Okay, yeah, I routed pretty well to the Triforces, I thought too. Luckily, I was fortunate routing in the dungeons to the tries, but
I wanted a mulligan on level 8 because it was just too quick.
I know. Yeah, it was very friendly for me. I know.
Also, how about the 233 blue ring, even though the large secret was never seen?
Really? Yeah. I opened 8 out of some money, retried out of some money too. I'm like, oh, why did I just do that? Early, yeah, I was on. Didn't have a good start, but once I got that recorder, it all came together. Just trying to take my time through the combat and not die too many times, even though I did die 7 times. But you want to rush it, and that death in was it 7? It was painful. I had those blue Guria. They had the Triforce. I died with the one left, and that felt really bad.
They'll snipe you. That's what they do.
Yeah, I tried to be careful, but I even threw a couple bombs down there. But those things were like 9 HP.
Yeah, beefy.
It took 5 hits.
And I'm pretty sure the blue wizards also rolled to either 13 or 14.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to necessarily do them with just bombs. This would have been a terrible.
Yeah.
Now, if this seed was swordless, I'm pretty sure everyone would have just been like, nah, it's not worth it.
Did not mind at all finding the red ring before silvers. Pretty close to start.
It ended up being really important with respect to Ganon being less than cooperative.
Right. I was hoping for the old 0 HP Ganon like I see everyone else get. But I get them too. I mean, they seems to happen quite a bit.
I mean, the red ring also really helped with that room right below Zelda that was just chock full of blue wizards.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just tanked my way through there.
It's definitely the room that you just ignore and hope that you don't have to clear it later.
Right, yeah. When I saw that, when I picked up the compass, I was like, all right, that's good. I don't have to clear that room ever.
Sea Falcon has not made their way to the room with the red ring yet. They are close to it, but they have not bombed that wall.
So how I'm assuming that was a recorder required. I think it was, wasn't it? Oh yeah, obviously, because there's recorded block dungeons.
Yeah.
But how early did he get that? Did he go
earlier than you? The thing that held Sea Falcon back a little had recorder before Candle. And
okay.
Then had to start looking for a candle shop on the overworld.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never expected Candle to be the go mode item, but it was.
Yeah. One thing you always have to worry about when you have this recorded on beaten dungeons is, well, I'm just going to zip through everything, but my combat might be a little trickier because I'm not clearing rooms like I would. I'm not clearing overworld, not getting any heart containers,
No free potions.
Right. But chance you got to take against someone as good as Sea Falcon, so.
Another potentially major difference between the two of you and that is that Sea Falcon gave the heart up in the Mugger Room in 7 instead of the bomb.
Okay.
But at the time, he didn't have the white sword, so it kind of made sense to have the bombs for combat.
Sure, absolutely.
To me, that is that was a red wizard beam.
Yeah, not being nice.
Oh, nope.
think Red Ring was somewhere in this general area, right?
Yeah, it was 2 up and two from the right. In the cheek area there. Well, 2 up from start, and then 1 to the right, to the left. That's
So
what
I think
have
that's
on my
where
tracker.
Sea Falcon is there
Okay.
right now. So that should help.
Okay, alright. Looks like you forfeited. Is you just gonna finish it out?
Probably.
Yeah,
He seems to be pretty determined to see this
Sure.
through.
sure.
Yeah, Sea Falcon did forfeit on SRL. Or SRL. Race time. Back in time.
Yeah.
Goodness. But overall, I mean, for a seed where you had recorded to unbeaten, 9 was pretty free, and items were vanilla. Still tough. I think the HP was the worst part.
Yeah. I'll chalk this one up to the white sword.
Yeah, I think you fell a little bit behind when you had that one early death heading toward the waterfall area in the very beginning where the sword was.
Yeah, it was late to sword. It was like 16 or 17 minutes.
But it did get you a candle, so
It did.
time
yeah.
saved.
Absolutely. Just glad I had the money for it.
Ugh.
Or did I take a free one? I think I bought it, didn't I? Yeah, I had the money.
Yeah, you
'cause
had
there was
to
an
buy
arrow
it.
shop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's right. Extra candles not on.
Yeah. So you had to find a store.
Yeah.
A bit of a pause from Sea Falcon.
Yeah, I think Sea Falcon's going to be joining us here. But yeah, full second quest. Also
Yeah.
wanted it.
Second quest is underappreciated, and second
I
quest
like
8 is a good
Second
level.
Quest, yeah. It's a good level. It was good tonight.
Yeah. You
I mean,
used
8 was very kind for some reason.
You've used your one good second quest 8 for the year.
Yes.
And we're joined by Sea Falcon.
I've had plenty of bad
GG's.
ones.
Hey, it's just GG's, man.
GG, see fucking.
I gotta not bang my head against 4 plus 4 HP enemy walls over and over.
It's brutal. Yeah. Apparently, I had the white sword significantly earlier than you, so I think that's what really helped me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That made all the difference in the
Yeah.
the world. Plus, honestly, I don't know what happened in 7, but I swear I must have just walked right through that blue gray room that had to Triforce the first time.
Oh. I
Yeah,
did
I think
too.
you were swordless at the time
Oh.
due to red bubbles.
Oh, did I get red bubble? I mean, I got red bubbled a million times in the seed, so.
Yeah.
And because I goofed in 7 the first time and accidentally gave up a heart when part of my plan was to kind of go look for the white sword
Oh.
afterwards,
Yeah.
I found a take any and I had to take another heart to ensure that I could actually probably pick it up. So I went this entire second quest seed potionless, which is a terrible idea, and you should never do that.
I did too. I was really wanting a potion when I was half a heart at Ganon and died. But yeah, I made heavy use of pause strats in the sea too. Yeah, I ran through that room in 7 too, but then I found a compass, which brought me back to it, and then I died in there too, which was terrible. One left to kill, like maybe 1 or 2 hits on it, and then just sniped, and then it was bad.
Yeah, I also don't know if I didn't have bombs or what happened, but I got a little twisted in 4. I thought the blue darkness room to the south blocked the entire dungeon,
Oh my god!
and then I found the compass. It's like, oh, the Triforce is just up here, and I'm like, oh, well, this is awkward. I just fought my way through like 10 ridiculous rooms to find out that I just wasted 3 minutes of my life. So that's cool.
I had a really good 4 actually. I went straight up to the top, took a right, and then down. So the Triforce is like right there, I think.
cfalcon, you've used your 1 good second quest 8 for this tournament.
Yeah, you know the sad part is when I walked in because of the beefy enemies. When I walked in the staircase and found the any key, I was actually very mad that it wasn't the wand.
Right. Yeah, I really wanted that wand too, but I was not gonna dig for it in that dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh no, not when it's that few rooms.
No.
So this is I gotta ask because right after you finished, I made it into 9.
Mhm.
Found the red ring. Where are silvers?
Silvers, let me see. If you're using level or for the
Yeah.
it'd be the second E and then 1, 2, 2 down. I guess. It was. Do you know where Ganon is? It was like 3 rooms from Ganon.
No, when I stopped, I'm currently in the basically in the top left corner, so I think I'm close by.
Okay, yeah, you were right by the silvers. From Red Ring, it's up, right. I don't know if you can go up directly up from the Red Ring, but
unfortunately, the position I'm in, I can't backtrack because I got red bubbled up here too. So
yeah,
and there's moles in my way to backtrack, but yeah, okay. Yeah. So I was somewhat on the right track, but yeah, no, I just banged my head against the wall too much with a wood sword. And honestly, when anyone sees like 4 HP enemies and it's a lot of basic vanilla items, probably going to be better off searching the overworld for the white sword.
Yeah.
Even if you have recorded unbeaten new, which may have actually been a detriment for me in this case. So.
I had white sword at about 18 minutes. I had like wood sword at like 17 minutes. And then I got the white sword right after. So I never had to fight those like big gels. Those beefy gels.
Yeah,
those are nasty.
According to my Z tracker, it looks like I found white sword at exactly 50 minutes.
Wow.
And wood sword like a little over 5 maybe? I'm not sure exactly. I'm trying to read, but yeah. No, this is if you're a fan of extreme heavy combat seeds, this is your seed.
Yeah. The only kind thing was the 0 HP bosses. Of course, there weren't many of them that we saw, so. And the ones we did see were dig doggers that didn't matter for, so haha.
Yeah, this would have been the one seed where extra bosses would have been a benefit.
Yeah, I think the only 0 HP boss that mattered was the Triforce, and 5 was locked by a 4-headed Gleeok, I think.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
I was also fortunate to have done quite a bit of the overworld before I got the whistle, so I think that helped me find the white sword too, because I was looking for the wooden sword. So I took a death, and I think that actually helped me.
Gotcha.
And then I was able to get a candle from that as well. So
yeah, I kind of I don't know what it is about like the tournament or how like the flags roll, but I saw the heart container on the coast and the vanilla power bracelet. 6 was right next to our start location, and I immediately when I walked in, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure second quest, so I jumped in immediately when I saw the ladder. I'm like, oh, 2's right next door, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I had recorder and ref really early, but yeah, no, I just didn't get a lot of the, I guess what would normally be luxury items, things that would have really helped in the seed, but hey man, this is how it goes sometimes. Congratulations, 4-0, that's awesome.
Yeah, good luck going forward.
Yeah, you too.
Definitely GG's to both of you on a very well-played race that wanted to be a jet seed, and then the enemy said no. That's probably going to do it for us here. I believe we have another race coming up in about 5-ish minutes. I think it's at 10:30. Let me check the schedule real quick. Yes, we do have that race at 10:30. That is Jay Coper versus Chester.
Ooh, spicy.
Another 3-0 matchup.
Yes. So I think we should probably go ahead and get out of here and make room for them to get set up. So on behalf of both of our runners, syscrusher and cfalcon, on behalf of our tracker, Malkier, on behalf of my co-commentator, Thurwolf, and the SpeedGaming family channels, this is also wishing all of you a wonderful night and a request to stay warm, dry, cold, whatever your preferred temperature and weather conditions are.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good night.